What's up guys, Chad House here. We're gonna go over 10 ways to create optimal, real, deep confidence that will carry you through life and help you kick ass and take names. Now, every man needs confidence, but few of us have actual real confidence that'll help us reach our potential. A lot of it has to do with internal talk, the words we say to ourselves in our head. So one study found that we speak or we think at 1,200 words per minute and we can speak only at 100. Our thoughts are always going in different directions, comparing ourselves to others, comparing where we want to be to where we are, and that can be very destructive. But in this video, you're gonna learn how to develop real confidence with real action steps that you can take today. So let's start with 3 quotes. First, Henry Ford, a guy who was dirt poor, not book smart, but became maybe the most successful businessman of all time. Henry Ford said, if you think you can do a thing or you think you can't do a thing, you're right. That's confidence. If you believe you can do something, you can do it. You just have to do the work, you have to do it for long enough, but that's what real belief is. Real belief doesn't let you try something and then quit. Real belief is persistence, or it has persistence to go along with it. Napoleon Hill said, whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Same thing. That's confidence. That's understanding that you can do something and not letting failures in the moment or low energy or anything get in the way of that achievement. And then Michael Jordan said, you have to expect things of yourself before you can do them. That's the barrier between what we want to do and understanding that we can do it, and it goes along with those 2 quotes before. So confidence is huge. If you don't have confidence in yourself, no one else will. So you have to develop that confidence, and it's not just humming and hawing and some yoga hippie stuff. There's some real practical things that you can do that I've actually implemented recently that are amazing, and we're gonna go through all 10 of them. Number 1 is environment. So environment is 2-pronged. Environment is the people in your environment, and it is your actual environment. Your workspace, your house, whatever. You have to take pride in your environment. You have to create a clean environment. You have to tidy up, things have to be orderly. If your environment is a mess, you're gonna be a mess. It's a reflection of who you are. Second is the people. If you have people in your life, your spouse, your friends that are negative, switch the conversation. Take command of the conversation and make sure they're not negative. If they're just acquaintances, get rid of them. Don't have negative people around you. Don't have people with limiting beliefs around you. If they have to be in your life, then help them change as well. Number 2, gratitude. So I've started doing this every day. Different people do it in different ways. I don't write it down, I speak it. So I'll go to the gym in the morning at 6 a.m. I'll take Teddy's down there sleeping, that's why I'm pointing down there. I'll take Teddy out for a walk and I will talk to God. I will pray gratitude. I'll be appreciative of certain things that are going on, and I need that vocal. I need that speaking gratitude. Otherwise my thoughts get in the way. That 1,200 thoughts per minute get in the way. But if you speak something, it overrides what's going on internally. So I like to voice my gratitude. I highly recommend you do that. The more you become grateful, the more energy you have, the more confident you are in what you've already done and what you're doing. And you're not going to get down about where your life is, because that's all a matter of perspective, and it's a matter of control. You have control of your life and you are where you are for a reason, usually a deserved reason. So number 3, affirmations is another one that I like to vocalize. I've read a few books from people with affirmations, and it is basically a way to hypnotize yourself. And you do it vocally, you don't do it internally, because that internal voice can go a mile a minute in a bunch of different directions. But if there's something that you want, I like using the word impressive, because I've always had a clear idea of what impressive is. It's the guy who gets shit done. It's the guy who works hard. It's the guy who takes care of himself. It's the guy who never stops going, never makes excuses, all that stuff. So if you have an idea of what you want, maybe you want confidence, maybe you want to be rich, maybe you want all these different things. Scott Adams actually talked about it in one of his books, where he just said, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. And then he actually had this deal that came out of nowhere and made him a ton of money. So I think affirmations actually work, not so much with the external, but they help the internal, they help you. And then you end up wanting to live up to whatever it is you are telling yourself you are. So if you keep on saying, I'm disciplined, I'm disciplined, I'm disciplined, you end up wanting to live up to that standard you've set for yourself. And you have to do it every day. You don't miss a day. and you do it repeatedly. I do it in the morning, in the evening, anytime I'm taking the pup for a walk. Affirmations are powerful, especially for confidence. Number 4 is idleness is the devil. Never have downtime. You can have downtime to read, you can have downtime to watch something funny, but don't waste time. Idleness allows negativity to creep in. It allows those internal thoughts to go wherever the hell they want to go, and they typically go negative. So do not have downtime. Make sure you pack your day full of stuff and do not let idleness creep in ever. That will destroy your confidence. Number 5 is direction. You need to have a direction in life. You need to have a definite direction, something you're trying to do, something you're trying to build. I've got man greens. That's a big passion of mine because supplement industry, there's a lot of crap. Greens specifically, there is no greens for men, so I created man greens. That is something I really want to build and push, and that's where all my energy is going. When you have a definite aim, you end up focusing your life in a clear, singular path. When you have no aim, you wade water, you tread water, you're not going in a direction. And men are designed to conquer, we're designed to explore, we're designed to create. We need to do something. So have a definite aim and a definite goal. Number 6 is plan. A goal is great, but you need a plan. Make sure you take whatever you're trying to do and actually break it down into daily habits, weekly things that you need to accomplish, quarterly goals and so forth, and give it your best. When you're working towards something that actually means something to you, and even if it doesn't mean all that much to you, if you're working towards something, you feel good about yourself. And then go over it. What have you accomplished? What have you achieved? And that momentum carries on and you will become a much more confident person. Number 7 is stay in your lane. This is powerful because we live in a comparison society where we compare ourselves to everything else, everyone else. Instagram, the Facebook, all those different things. We're comparing what others are doing to what we're doing, where they are, the perception of where they are, the perception of who they are, where we want to be in comparison to where we are. Reality is you've got your life. Don't compare it to anyone else's. Do the best you can possibly do with the time you have, and you're going to live a great life. And if you do that long enough, if you have enough great days and you don't take any days off, you have enough great days, that confidence will grow and evolve, and the life that you wanted will become the life you have. Number 8 is rejoice in other people's success. Never want someone to fail. Never be envious of someone else's success. Always rejoice in other people's success. It'll give you confidence, but it'll also make you not make you an envious person. You can't be confident and be envious at the same time. So always rejoice in the success of others and be genuine about it. Next is action. Be a man of action. Always be moving, always being trying new things. Get hobbies, get things to fill your time. Learn skills that you think will benefit you. But always be a man of action and take action quickly. Be decisive. One thing I practiced a few years ago was making quick decisions. I never waited a second to make a decision, no matter what it was. Choosing a movie at the theater, what I'm gonna eat, all these different things. Be decisive, and that will carry over to other parts of your life. And if you're a decisive man, you're a confident man. Simple as that. Last is celebration. So we talk about all these things about creating and working and becoming who we want to become, but then all we end up focusing on is the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. That's what ambitious people do. But you have to get in the habit of celebrating things. Really celebrate them. Book a trip when you hit a milestone. Take your lady out. Take a lady out. Go golfing. Smoke a stogie. Do whatever. But plan celebrations for different milestones that you hit. That'll help a lot with confidence, and sometimes you have to be creative with what you're celebrating. I hope you enjoyed this stuff. I mentioned man greens quickly. It's a great supplement for men. Put a link down below. It'll help you really focus, lower cortisol levels. There's 2 ingredients in it that help with mental wellness, maca and ashwagandha. So those are adaptogens that will really help with mental wellness. Give man greens a shot. Go through the list. I'll put more in the article or in the description down below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and have a good day.